Hi Cancer, happy birthday. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2021 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridging the Gap spread, and we'll take a look at the past energies, present energies, future energies between you and your person. And keep in mind, I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's, but if you feel more like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Prince of Staves. So this is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So what I'm seeing here, I feel like this is saying you probably had a pretty heavy attraction toward this person, a physical attraction. But I also feel like on the other hand, you might have been telling yourself reasons why it wouldn't work out, so I feel like you were kind of trying to deny the attraction toward them. And the reason I say that is because we do see his back is turned to the cards on that side. So I feel like that's what it was saying. For some of you, this could have been someone you might have met around the Sagittarius full moon eclipse we had back in May too, or at the very least this might have been when you started thinking about this person again. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Knave of Wands, which is the equivalent of the Page of Wands, and they have the Knight of Wands as well. So you guys both have that same energy there. So I'm getting this in a similar way, where it could just be one of those things where you guys might have met each other, instantly felt that connection and that attraction, but quite frankly, both of you might have kind of run away from the attraction in the past. That's what I'm seeing there. Of course, you could be dealing with a fire sign, given all the fire energy that we see there, but it could be anyone. Alright, present energy on your side, we have a lot going on. We have the 2 of Arrows in reverse, 3 of Arrows, 5 of Arrows, and 10 of Coins. So, interesting mixture of energy here. This is Libra energy, so with this in reverse, I feel like this is saying you could just be making a decision. Maybe you were looking at the fact that, why did I run away from this connection if I was into them like that, right? So I feel like this is you maybe looking back on some past heartbreak that you might have gone through that you never really fully healed. We see the 3 swords or 3 arrows in this particular deck there. And we also see her holding on to 3 arrows here as well. So could just be saying that you guys are going through a healing process now and actually, possibly communicating or at least coming to the realization in your own minds that you are ready for something more stable now. So it looks like you guys are actually going through quite a bit of inner work around whatever past situation might have led you to run away from connections. Alright, in the present position on their side, as I make a mess, we have the King of Wands, which is Leo energy, and the Wheel, which represents Jupiter energy. So more fire energy on their side here, but what stands out to me is we see steady growth on their side. So we saw the Knave, then we saw the Knight, now we see the King. So I feel like this is saying that they're probably going through a pretty significant growth cycle as well, and with that Wheel energy there too, looks like they're saying that, things are turning around for them. Could just be one of those things where karmically you guys still have work to do. So for some of you, this might even be someone that you've known for a long time. And, maybe it just didn't work in the past because you guys weren't really where you needed to be in order for the connection to work. But I feel like this is actually saying that, there actually is some growth that both of you have gone through, or still going through in the present anyway, but definitely moving in the right direction. And with the King of Wands energy, this represents some more stable, reliable energy than we saw with the Knave and the Knight as well. So, it looks like you guys are getting on the same page. Alright, and in the future position, we have the Ace of Coins. So, on the one hand, you could look at this and say, well, it seems like we backtracked there, right? How'd I go from the 10 of Pentacles and now in the future I'm at the Ace? But I feel like this is saying that in the present, you guys are going more through the process of healing and realizing, okay, yeah, you know what, maybe I am ready for that type of stable, long-term connection. And then to me, in this case, the Ace actually represents putting in the work toward that, right? It even looks a little bit similar to me in this deck where it kind of looks like the same type of setup there, except the gateway is kind of closed, so it could just be saying that this is where you're going to be moving toward, is that Ten of Pentacles. But this is you, I feel like, also being very realistic about it, saying, all right, well, just because I might have had an epiphany moment that, okay, this is what I want to do, doesn't mean that, I'm going to jump from A to Z instantly, but being willing to put in that work and seeing the potential in the connection. All right. Future energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy, and the Stars, which is Aquarius energy. So seeing this Libra energy here, of course, made me think of the scales, right? The balance, trying to balance out a situation. So again, I'm getting that theme of growth with this person. It's interesting though to see a lot of fire energy, and now we're moving more toward air energy. So it could just be them saying, maybe, okay, so similar to you, you're looking in a more grounded area as far as with all the pentacle energy that starts to come up for you. And then for them, we see, okay, there's that passion, but now actually looking at it in a more practical way with the two air energies there. So that's how I see it playing out for them. And given that we do see this technically is the major arcana card for Aquarius, so it could just be saying it's like a wish fulfillment for them. They feel like they're on the right track, moving toward the connection with you, and also this could be a timeline thing too. So this year there's actually going to be 2 full moons in Aquarius. That's, it's rare. Sometimes you usually get 1 full moon in one sign each year, but there's going to be 2 in Aquarius. There's going to be one toward the end of July, and then there's going to be another one in August. Now, the vibe that I'm getting here is that this is saying by the one that you guys have in August, that could be actually when you guys really start to move the connection forward in a more positive way. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Ten of Staves, so more of that Sagittarius energy. And to me, again, I feel like this is you guys putting down that burden, realizing, maybe where you were making excuses for why something couldn't work out, right? And then, like I said, it looks like there just might have been an unhealed wound that you guys were still carrying. It looks like you guys are finally ready to put that down, especially because beneath that we see the Six of Arrows too, which represents leaving some old things behind. All right. And the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is actually the court card for Virgo. And given what I was saying about that, I feel like that star card is speaking to the second full moon in Aquarius, which would be in August. And then Virgo season starts toward the end of August. I feel like this is saying that whatever this is, the stability might actually come through for you guys toward the end of August as we approach Virgo season. So, I feel like you're going to feel the forward positive progress for sure this month, but I feel like as far as it becoming more stable and solidified, you probably would see that closer to the August time frame. All right. So hopefully that resonated with you guys, and now we'll move on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see if we get anything from the Moonlight deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm just looking for jumpers here to see if there's any unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. So let's see if we get anything. Almost have one there. All right, nothing there, so we'll see if we get any from them to you now. All right, nothing coming up there either. So we'll move on to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffle this one as well, but here we'll just be looking for one card with general advice, and we'll wrap up. Alright, nothing coming up there either, but what I'll do is we'll put the deck down and I'll pull a card. So give me a few seconds to tune in and we'll pull one. Okay, we'll go with this one. Alright, it says flexible. There's the artwork and the number is 19. So we'll see what the messages say. Okay, it says teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. The Oracle's message. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building could come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now. Willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. So, interesting message there. I almost feel like that's probably more of the energy you guys were in the past, where I was saying, for some of you might have just felt that attraction, but then came up with a bunch of reasons why it wouldn't work, right? So I feel like that's more of probably a past energy you guys were in. And I feel like you guys are already looking at that in the present and actually doing some pretty positive healing there. So hopefully that resonated with you, though. The relationship message says in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. So, pretty positive message there. And interestingly enough, that could be part of what it is, because like I was saying in the beginning, it looked like maybe you guys were dealing with a fire sign or possibly even an air sign, right? And on paper, traditionally you would think, oh, that wouldn't mesh with a water sign. But I feel like this is saying obviously you guys are really going through a lot of growth, getting on the same page. Even if your approach is slightly different, you're still moving toward the same goal. So overall, it looks pretty positive. Once again, happy birthday, guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.